Welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to come here to our show.
Well, thank you. Thanks for inviting me. It's been a great show.
What made you come here?
Well, the opportunity to meet my fellow entrepreneurs as well as, the potential investors, and to have the opportunity to present our company. And that's what I can.
Where you are in your business, you have a lot of unknowns in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
What are some unknowns that you have to deal with in the next 90 to 180 days?
Well, I'm not sure if there are unknowns. We have a lot of known unknowns. There are some unknown unknowns. But let's focus on the known unknowns. I think the most important thing for us at this stage, like all of the entrepreneurs here, is to secure sufficient funding to proceed with our plans. But in terms of what we would like to do with our product and how we want to develop it, we don't have too many uncertainties there. We're quite clear on what needs to be done. It's based on our experience of what people need, and so we don't have really any lack of focus or clarity on what needs to be done. It's just the actual means to achieve it.
Given where you are today, what advice do you have for people who want to begin your journey?
Well, as an entrepreneur, I think that part of it, as opposed to AI specifically, is really just making sure that you have the stamina and commitment to stay the course. This is not for the faint-hearted. It's something that you have to work on hard. You have to take no's and failures with a strong chin. But in terms of artificial intelligence, do not get bamboozled and get carried away with all the hype. Don't sell hype, sell real solutions, and focus on your abilities and what you can deliver, because results speak for themselves. And that's the best way to get funding, by producing results. So that's what I would recommend.
3 years from today, where do you think you're going to be because you participate in this show?
Well, what I hope to be is that, either through the show or as a result of it, we secure our bridge funding that we need to develop a product to its next stage and start commercializing it on a large scale. So I'm hoping that I'll be looking back to this event as a major milestone in helping us achieve our goals.
Yes. You've been involved in artificial intelligence a little bit longer than a lot of other people have. What are you learning about the world of AI? What's fascinating? What's scary? What are you taking away from AI?
Well, I think what's fascinating is the misconceptions and misperceptions of what AI is among a large population, who often equate it with algorithms or a particular solution, as opposed to it being a vision of creating a sentient artificial entity. It's a goal. It's not an algorithm. Most people think it's like neural networks is AI. It's a tiny aspect of artificial intelligence as a field. So in terms of what I've actually learned, I'm actually surprised how little has changed in terms of the core technologies. Really, the core technologies in artificial intelligence hasn't changed for decades. You see repackaging, you see some rediscovery. Clearly, there are PhDs coming out with some elaborations, but its fundamental technologies and its state-of-the-art hasn't really changed, in my opinion, much. Apart from its commercial uptake now taking more interest, like Watson and IBM's marketing efforts. But in terms of fundamentals, it hasn't changed much at all for decades. So that's what I find disappointing and surprising.
Very cool. You come from the military background. How is that helping you in business today?
Well, I was involved in building some state-of-the-art military solutions, as opposed to serving in the military myself, which unfortunately I did not do myself. So what I learned was the military involves people with high integrity and an incredible sense of self-sacrifice and commitment and dedication and hard work, and not complaining and just focusing on achieving tasks together as a team. So I took that with me throughout my life, and it's been a great learning for me, as well as, of course, having the opportunity to play with technologies that you would never have a chance in hell of doing in commercial life. So we managed to get a head start because of all those fortunate projects that we actually did.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
you.